So hey guys, welcome to the Blue Bridge. And today it was hard. We made hard work of it, but we finally came through. So welcome to the match review of Chelsea 2, Newcastle 1. Yeah, so a victory. First time in 3 games Chelsea get a victory. Had we not won this one, then things could have got a bit sticky. So it was important that we toughed it out and won this one. But we made hard work of it, guys. It shouldn't have been that way. For the first 20 minutes, we blew them away. Played some scintillating football. Nicholas Jackson looked on fire. Cole Palmer looked on fire. Neto looked on fire. All right, and we just looked like we were gonna. It was only a matter. It wasn't if, but when we scored a goal, and that goal came courtesy. Oh, Cole Palmer, man, what a player he is, and a delicious pass. We saw some passes. I was watching the Barcelona game, not El Clasico yesterday, which they won 4-0. I was watching their game in the Champions League the other day against Bayern, and some of the passes there were outstanding. But today, this one topped the lot out of those. You know, that pass, probably the pass of the season at the moment. Split the Newcastle defence. Pedro Neto, great decision by Maresca to play him ahead of Sancho, because it was a great battle between him and Livramento actually. And it wasn't Livramento this time, it was Shah who we beat for pace. And it was a superb cross into Jackson, and Jackson scored back-to-back goals now. And this guy who's much vilified, a lot of our fans don't like him, but he's proving to be the difference maker in some of these games. And it was a good first-time finish by Jackson, and I think from start to finish of that goal it took 13 seconds, they said. So great counter-attacking goal, and I think we score more on the counter. I think stats say we show score more on the counter than we do in possession. It was interesting as well, talking about that pass and assist by Cole Palmer. His starting position today, he drifted more towards the left. He wasn't really on that right hand side. So I think Maresca might have targeted that area as somewhere where we can exploit, and we've done more overloads on the left than the right, and a lot of our play was coming from that side. And Madueke on the other side there was an outlet as well for him. And he was getting into some good positions, and you know, he put in some good crosses as well as a couple of shots. I wouldn't have called him selfish today, because he did try to find his players, and yeah, so it was all looking good. Everything was looking rosy, but Chelsea doing Chelsea, pressed the self-destruct button, and the goal was criminal what we gave away. I'm sorry, from start to finish, from top to bottom. I was looking at the way that it was playing out, and I'm thinking, is someone going to be putting a challenge in? Lavia didn't put a challenge in. I think the press was weak, so they bypassed it, and they'll just passing the ball at will without. Our players were sort of spectacles. They were just watching Newcastle as the passage of play went on, and finally there was an overload over on the right hand side. But Reece James again, I'm sorry, you know, last week I had to go at him. This week I'm sorry, it's Reece James again, because he switched off when Isak ran past him. Okay, and then the thing is, you've got Colwill was back to goal. He didn't call to let Colwill know that the player was on, and you'd have thought that he would have done something, because I think I didn't do a pre-match video this week, and there was a talking point with Maresca saying that we've got no leaders in our team, and our captain is Reece James, so it was probably aimed at him, saying that we've got no leadership in our team. And you'd have thought, you know what, I'm going to prove a point to my manager. It's up to him as a captain to be screaming at Colwill to let him know that Isak's coming goal side. So Isak was allowed to go on his own, and he didn't have to. The ball hit him. He didn't have to even hit the ball. He was unmarked. It was hit. So again, Reece James has to take the blame for that. I'm looking at people like Van Dijk at Liverpool. It never happens under him. That's true captaincy. But I was knocking. Now that's my little knock of Reece James. But after that, he was good. he was fantastic, especially in the second half, and when they moved him back to right back as well. Even before he moved back to right back, he had a clearance off the line. He put in another 2 clearances off the line, I think, and he put in a fantastic header to head it over the bar when Newcastle could have equalised right at the end, which I thought they were going to because of all those late goals we had yesterday. I thought it's typical of Chelsea to dominate a game, and I say dominate periods of the game, and then just to be undone by a last minute goal. But anyway, and that wasn't to be done. So let's rewind now back to that. So 1-1, and after that goal, it's kind of knocked the stuffing out of us a bit, and we didn't really penetrate. But then second half, we came out, and Cole Palmer again. Cole Palmer FC, is it Cole Palmer FC this season again? I hope not. We need to rely on other players. So he came out, and good shot, but the Pope, you know, he's got to be saving that, to be honest, but I don't care because it went in. We went 2-1 up, and when we went 2-1 up again, it was the same pattern as this first half. We dominated in periods. I thought it was going to be 3, 4, 5. You know, Newcastle were in 6s and 7s all over the place, but for some inexplicable reason, we took our foot off the pedal and we allowed Newcastle back into the game. And one thing which is very noteworthy I found today was our lack of physicality. Maresca's been called out for a dominant physical specimen, maybe in the middle of the park or something. We lack that physicality. We got 2 big specimens, physical specimens in the Newcastle team. We've got Joe Linton and we've got Ramirez, both strong, know how to use their body, but it was like Chelsea players were bouncing off them a lot, and we weren't winning the second balls. Whenever we got the ball, they were winning the ball back really quickly, and it was kind of getting a bit worrying. So I thought, you know, are Newcastle going to get back into the game? And luckily, as I said, Reece James had a couple of moments he cleared off the line. There was one with Isak where he should have done better after. I'm not sure what's happening for Fofana. Fofana does look weak on the ball. He's got those glass knees as well. So he was a very shaky game today. He's mistimed the header. Isak should have scored. He should have crossed it, really. So thankfully he didn't. And so we got away with that one. And we managed to see the game out. But before I go, I wanted to go back to refereeing decisions again. Once again, the referees are talk of the game, and this isn't coming from sour grapes, obviously, because we won the game. So I'm not saying it because we drew or lost. I'm saying it in the position of winning. And okay, the first incident was that penalty decision. Okay, it was soft. If I'm going to be honest, it was a soft penalty. But I'm going back onto what happened last week, and what happened last week when the tackle by Colwill on Curtis Jones. It was a little tap on his shin, and he went down. He made the most of it. So what is the benchmark here? So because Byrne did have his hand on Nkuku's shoulder as he turned, so that little touch can put him off balance a bit. Okay, he took it off. It was given against my team. I'll say that's a bit soft, but I'm talking about margins. It's just like the handball decision. What is a handball? What is not a handball? And that's what I'm saying. What is the margins now? Because is it a way of preventing them, or you could tap somebody on his leg without any impact on the play and they go down, but yet VAR don't intervene with that one. Someone has a hold of your shoulder for a few seconds, but yet VAR rule that out. So I just want a bit of consistency in the game. That's all I'm asking for. And then he had a dodgy 2 or 3 minutes after that. So he had there was a when he got the ball, what's his name? Nkuku got the ball, cleanly got the ball, and he's blowing up because their player made the most of it and fell down. So where's the consistency? He got the ball. Maresca was going mad, and I can understand why, because we're in a great 2v1 position there, and the referee blows up for that. And it was just ridiculous. And they add on an extra 2 or 3 minutes on top of the added time. I know they're there to go and check the penalty, but it was a bit of a nervy ending, and it didn't have to be. But I'm still, okay, I'm happy for the 3 points, but I just hope that our defence can just give me a bit more assurance, because I'm very dodgy at the back at the moment. And the goalkeeper, he had his bozo moments as always. So I'm still, you know, I'm still worried, because we to finish in the top four, we need that consistency at the back. And when we're failing to keep clean sheets, when we're being the physicality is not there as well, it's going to be a struggle. I said I'm going to make another point actually, and that was about set plays, because we brought in this this guy from Brentford to sort out our set plays, and when we're attacking from corners, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing any inventiveness. I saw Arsenal last week against Bournemouth. They got 4 big centre backs, and they're very good at set plays. So how did they get their goal? Try something a little bit different, on the ground, a little knockback, and then a shot by the Bournemouth player. And so we can try things like that. We try all these in-swinging corners time after time after time. We're up against people like 6'7" Dan Burn and people like that. We haven't got the height advantage in these games. So a little bit more inventiveness in the set plays, because, as I said, we are not the most physical and tallest of sides. So we need to try something a bit different. So that's my other gripe about the game. But as I said, 3 points is 3 points. And the positive is, we're above Arsenal as I make this video. They're going in against Liverpool shortly. So anything other than a Arsenal victory, and we'll stay above Arsenal. So we'll have bragging rights, and we're still the top team in London. So up the Blues, here we go, and onwards and upwards to the next match. So take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.